Yeah, challenging situation. Really sad. Doug was obviously a teammate of a bunch of ours, during our Boise State days, and it's a challenging situation, just because you love Doug and such a good teammate person. The joy he brought to everyone was really, really special. And then, for a sad moment like this, it also brings you closer to your teammates. One of the things that's unique about football is you get to team up with people from all across the world, all across the country. Our team was made up at Boise State of these guys from literally every state. Then we all go our different paths, and then we kind of lose track of each other. And sometimes moments like these bring us back together. And so, there is some element of that we get to reconnect and hopefully remind ourselves to connect better. This is a people business still, even when you're playing or coaching in any aspect. And so, while it's a sad deal, hopefully, allows us to come together a little bit more. It's emphasized a lot through the NFL, certainly. We have not had a conversation per se in the team meeting setting. But obviously it's something that we're constantly talking about. I think our league does a good job of it. And, at the end of the day, there's always that element of it that you just got to keep reminding everyone that associated with this to make good decisions. You're constantly evaluating it. It's kind of the same thing. It's a process, but you're continuing to try and find different ways. We've had a couple moments where we start fast, but not enough of them. And so you're constantly trying to find different ways to improve that aspect. Because again, that's an important part of these games. You got to value every single possession from the very beginning all the way to the end. And everyone, the magnitude of the fourth quarter tends to be magnified, but it's all the other plays that count, and every single one counts for the same value from a execution standpoint. And so we got to execute and get ready to roll early. Always. I think you're always, you got things you believe in, but you're always constantly trying to get better, whatever that may be, whether it be, the way we study the red zone, do we need to study and play, find better solutions there, whether it be third down on offense or, on defense, the third down pressure game, like how can we try and find more ways to create it? And so I think you're constantly trying to say, all right, this is where we're at. We feel good about these things, and what are the areas we can keep growing in and adjusting. And, that's all aspects of our organization, whether it's, the way we practice, the way we train, all those guys are doing a great job with that. He's done a great job. He's always prepared each and every week. He's a guy that doesn't make a lot of mistakes. You quickly realize if, he's seen it and he's visualized it and it's gone into the game plan, he can go out there and execute at a really high level, the first time. And I think that's really valuable when you're kind of in that backup role behind Alvin, because, you really don't know what plays may occur. Alvin may come out, need a blow for a couple plays, and all of a sudden you got to go in there and execute whatever is called in that particular thing. It's not just a small package for him that he's playing. You're ready to go in any circumstance. So he's ready.